So, what renovation projects actually bring the highest return on investment versus the ones that you think will, but do not? Today, we're going to talk a little bit about this as it is the number one question that I get when I go into a home and people are asking me or telling me about the things that they've done, assuming that they're going to get big returns on it. And so the first thing you need to know is that you are not ever going to get 100% of your investment in your property back in regards to a renovation or an upgrade. If you spend $25,000 or $30,000 on a roof, we don't just automatically up the price of your home by that amount, assuming that you're going to get that money back. You don't actually. So the bigger picture and the thing that you need to understand is that return on investment on your property averages nationally go anywhere from 18% to over 200% depending on the specific project. So you're going to be very surprised to learn the number one thing that you can do to get the most return on your investment is exterior projects. Why? Because it's about first impressions. There's nothing worse than when you come to a house as a buyer just waiting to spend $500,000 on a home and you see a banged up garage door, the front door looks banged up, scratches, the landscaping's not done, maybe the little lights that lead up to the front door are broken or fallen over. These things are very small in terms of the cost to fix or update, but they bring back a huge return because the buyer falls in love before they get into the house. Real estate is not rocket science, you guys. People fall in love with the things that they want to buy, right? They fall in love, they connect emotionally, and then they'll find a reason to purchase the house, find a way, find a reason, and price becomes less significant. So, with all of that being said, small and targeted updates are really where you're going to get the biggest return. Now, I think that it is always a good idea to just give your house an overlook, right? Like you look at it as if you were the one that was going to buy it. So walking up to that house, I want to see a super cute front door. If it's not painted a funky color, that's something that me and my team would like to do because it just sets things off with a different energy. A nice wreath or sign on the door, very simple thing to do, low cost thing to do, but it looks polished and it looks warm and inviting. The garage door, your biggest return on investment is going to be a brand new garage door. I kid you not, that is what the stats and the numbers say, which we will review. So if you are questioning the importance of your garage door, I am here to tell you that it is important and that for a nominal amount of money, you could really increase the desire for buyers to purchase your home before they ever step in the door. It shows that you care for your home and they're probably going to step into a house that's well maintained. So, all right, here are your no-brainer seller recommendations I've put together for you. Number one, the garage door. Believe it or not, you're looking at a 200% ROI on this. Why? Huge visual impact, relatively low cost, and signals well-maintained home. Did I not just say that? I did indeed. Okay, so it is one of the highest ROI projects in America in the whole country. So that's pretty cool. Number two, entry door replacement. As I mentioned, a solid, good-looking door, maybe a fun color. Those things, the ROI on that, another 200+%. There's nothing worse than a rickety screen door. Let's get rid of that. Let's make it look nice. So first impression is really important there. Security and energy efficiency, as well as it's a cheap upgrade with a big perception gain. All right. Number three, manufactured stone. So the ROI on this is 200%. So this is the front or exterior of your home. Everybody loves right now, this exterior stone look. So that's something that you could consider. A little bit higher cost, but the the strong curb appeal is really, it's a strong curb appeal. So some flowers, some landscaping, and if you changed your house to that veneer, for example, if you have stucco, or if the front of your house is just really plain Jane, that's something that you could do to really add that curb appeal and that emotional connection for the buyer. Okay, number 4, siding replacement. Now we're getting a little bit more in cost, but fiber cement, 110% plus return on investment. Vinyl, 95 to 100% return on investment. Why? Because it signals no deferred maintenance. Now that makes complete sense to me, and I'm sure it does to you too. All right, let's continue down the list. Number 5, minor kitchen renovations. What do we mean by minor? I'm not talking about a full gut. Actually, I recommend never doing a full gut on your kitchen before putting it on the market. What you can do is very simple. Change the paint color to something neutral. Have the cabinets painted. Change the little handles and the fixtures. You can even do a very simple backsplash. They actually have an incredible peel and stick backsplash. And yes, I am saying that because it looks like real tile. It's very easy to do and low cost. Now, of course, that depends on the type of home you're in, or the type of neighborhood you're in, and of that expectation of the buyer. But my team and I have a great list of low cost, easy things to do to get your house looking great. Again, most people aren't looking for the big luxury finishes. Most people are looking for a really warm, welcoming, turnkey home. Okay? So, getting back to the kitchen, new countertops is a very easy thing to do. You could do new countertops, keep the old cabinets, and give them a good paint. Don't do big layout changes, and don't do high-end custom kitchens. Again, if you're in a big luxury market and you feel like that's something you need to do to really, wow your $2 million buyer, then of course do that. It's probably already done though. Let's see, deck addition, return on investment, 85 to 95%, wood or composite. Why? It adds livable space. Everybody wants outdoor space. So think of that. A deck would, they're expensive though, I will say that. But it's lifestyle driven buying decision. So people want that indoor outdoor feel. All right. My number 7 is a basement remodel. Now this is way more important out here in the East Coast where we get literally 6 months. It's still cold outside right now and it's April. I think it was freezing last night and my little bushes are sad. But on the East Coast, having a finished basement goes a long way, especially during those long winter months. The basement's a great space. You can get about 70% on average return on investment on your basement. Why? It adds usable square footage, and again, it's usually more valuable in colder markets. So, your mid-range return on investment, this is going to be your 50 to 80% marker. A bathroom remodel. Now, these are important, but not profit centers, okay? Most people are expecting these days that your bathroom is going to be updated, relatively updated. How much does it cost to go get a nice new cabinet from Home Depot or Lowe's, a little matching mirror, and change out the light fixture above? It doesn't cost that much. You're looking at several $100s, and it makes a big impact. Now, again, with that being said, you're only looking at about a 60 to 75% return on that investment. Families or people selling a house, bathtubs, sometimes they're important. If you have multiple bathrooms, a bathtub is great for the parents who have to wash the bebés. So just keep that in mind when you're like, oh, should I put up a should I put in a stand-up shower? Well, if that eliminates all the bathtubs and your potential buyer is going to be a family with young children, no, leave a bathtub. Or puppies. Maybe you got to wash the puppy in the bathtub. Either way, don't go completely bathtub-less unless you're in a 55 plus community or somewhere where you know that there's not going to be a potential family with young children looking to buy your house. Okay. Window replacements. ROI on that, 60 to 70%. I mean, obviously, if you've got like wood framed windows and the energy and heat is blowing out of them, go ahead and replace your windows. It's well worth it and it looks really nice. All right, almost done with my list. A roof replacement. So many times I have sellers say, it's a new roof. Let's tack on another 30, 40 grand. A new roof is great, but it only gets you about 60, 70% return on investment. So obviously, insurance companies want to see newer roofs. So when buyers are getting insurance now, they're asking the age of the roof for a specific reason. Sometimes the buyer can't get homeowners insurance if the roof is too old, and they will request that the seller replaces the roof. So we can talk negotiations there. But if you are a homeowner wondering, should I get a new roof? If you can afford to, my recommendation would be yes, you should, because not because you're going to get, a huge 100% return on investment for doing it, but because if somebody loves your house and you get a great offer and the terms are really good, but they can't get homeowners insurance because of the age of your roof, well, that's what we call SOL in the real estate business. All right. So lots of fun things to think about. You really want to think this is a defensive renovation, prevents discounts, doesn't boost price much. So your HVAC, I got a new AC condenser. Oh, the furnace or the heater's brand new. Like all of that is amazing. But the expectation of a buyer is that stuff's going to be dialed in. It's the main functionality of the house. Nobody wants to walk into a house and see a 25-year-old heater or an AC condenser that was built back in the Stone Age. So obviously those things are appealing, but they're not as appealing as some of the other things I've mentioned before. All right, so your lowest return on investment renovations, we're talking nada to 60%. So major kitchen remodel, high end. Return on investment, 40 to 60%. Luxury bathroom, primary suite additions, less than 50 to 60%. Home office additions and conversions, very low and highly subjective. Maybe you love a gigantic office with custom built-ins. Maybe somebody else sees that as a waste of space, right? Built-ins do take up a lot of space. Solar panels. When I lived on the West Coast, solar panels were the thing. Here on the East Coast, not so much. So 25 to 40% return on investment, assuming you own the panels, okay? Do you lease the panels? Do you own the panels? That's another conversation we should have. High-end custom features, pools, wine rooms, smart home, overkill. These are really over-personalizing your home, and not everybody digs that. Buyers won't pay full cost, and it's a limited audience. It's a limited amount of people who might be interested in those things. Unless you're in Silicon Valley and everybody wants to control their house from their smartphone and their app. Who knows? Anyway, I hope some of this has really helped you. So to recap, curb appeal, curb appeal, curb appeal. Landscaping, planting flowers, painting your front door and that garage door are some of the top things that you could do that are lower cost to really, get people excited when they first see your house. On the interior, you just want it tidy, cleaned up, cleaned out, minimize, declutter, and make everything look nice. Luckily, if you don't have a real good vibe for this, like you're not great at doing it, I am. I'm really good at doing it. I'm Angela Beers of Real Estate and Home Services. Together, I work with a team, including my amazing husband. We do all of this stuff for you. We get your house prepped and ready to rock. Why? Because we know what you need to do. And honestly, you don't need to figure it out when you hire a team and a professional real estate service that can get this stuff done for you. So I hope this was helpful. I hope you enjoyed a little bit of knowledge and information to help you get your house ready. If you are in the market and thinking about making a move and you want to have more information on how to prep your house, I'm going to have my information in the description down below. Give me a call. I'm here to help you get this, decipher this craziness, make it really, really simple, and help you attain the highest and best value for your property. All right. Have a great day. Thanks for listening. Bye.